So Bkchat have provided us with extra footage and we can see that Adrian is having none of it.
What does he think he is? You're not gonna do that. Coming in my fucking face like I'm some pussy. Bruv, I don't give a fuck who you think you are. That's never gonna be appropriate, brother. That's never gonna be appropriate. Since I've been here, I've disrespected nobody. Disrespected nobody. No one on this set is going to disrespect me. He came into my face. I was not shouting at him. He's coming into my face. Am I going to be quiet and run like a pussy? I'm gonna stand up because he's disrespecting me.
Hey guys, it's Merali. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Apologies for the late Bkchat review. Many of you guys were asking, but revision calls and it's been a crazy weekend, very busy. But we've been provided with this extra footage. They told us they would provide it. I assumed it would be for the reunion, but it looks like it was for an extra episode. And it was actually quite shocking to see. We have Adrian just sitting there constantly telling Lucas and constantly telling him how it is and how it should be. Now this might have come for a surprise for Lucas because he probably didn't expect Adrian to jump on him. Not necessarily jump on him, but defend himself to the point where he needed to, because a lot of people don't. But what irritated about me was one thing, and that was Esther coming up to Adrian saying, oh, he never said you'll get active, he never said, and I'm like, that clearly happened, we all clearly heard it. Stop attempting to justify someone's actions when they cannot be justified.
I'll get active on you. Who is he going to get active on? He said that. His words.
Yo, you guys, let's keep going. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
It was quite irritating to see that Reva was the only one that had to come up and split everything and bring Lucas away because none of the boys were entertaining that.
Active on who? Who are you going to get active on, bro? Like, no, I'm not going to stop talking, bro, because you're not going to get...
Or maybe they probably wanted to see some altercation occur or happen, so somebody could assert their alpha dominance. We don't know what the real intentions were and why people weren't actually helping. And then we have Corey actually stepping in, and I feel like he stepped in a bit too late. He should have asserted his dominance, which I feel like he has in the room, to a certain degree to stop things from amalgamating to a far worse perspective. However, he did not until at the end. I just feel like a lot of the people in that group attempted to justify Lucas's actions and thoughts and words, and you cannot justify them. So I don't know what Esther or Chima were doing in regards to you can't tell someone to stay calm when someone's come to your face and saying they'll be active on you, because we damn well know if someone's there to Esther or Chima, they would be going crazy as well and they wouldn't let anyone calm them down. So, but from what this clip, I didn't expect Adrian to hold himself so high and constant and strong for such a long time. I didn't expect that, but he did.
I can speak. I have a mouth for a reason. Nobody's going to shush me, bro. That's what I'm telling you.
Constantly telling Lucas, you know what, you're not going to tell me to shush, you're not going to come into my face, you're not going to threaten me, you're not going to do this to me, you undermine me, I am here, this is me, you will deal and you will deal today. That's exactly what he did, and I commend him for that. And from this particular long clip, we've seen entirely everything what has happened, and I think Lucas needs to kind of understand that he's wrong. Hopefully he's seen feedback of what's going on, because you cannot continue as a character like this, because to have someone come up to you, your colleague, come up to you saying I can get active on you and then asserting threatening behaviour, they should be fired instantly in any workforce. Now I'm not saying Lucas should be fired, but he needs to know, and I feel like he needs to apologise, because that's just not how it is. Yes, another great point that Adrian made was that Lucas was being very dismissive in regards to telling him to be quiet, which was actually quite rude and lack of respect. Adrian didn't like that, and he spoke up for himself. Now everybody attempted to justify his actions. This is what pisses me off. You cannot justify Lucas's actions. This shows how many people are up Lucas's arse, and it's irritating. That's why I said the power of social influence when it comes to a group is very powerful, because you don't realise you're doing it until after you've left the situation, you've examined it, you've exaggerated it, you've seen feedback, you're like, wow. So this is what I want to go into this little interview that Omar had with Reese Parkinson, and we have Omar talking about how they're both men regardless of height or not, and you know, I respect them both or whatever, but you weren't doing that when you were in the room. Your eyes were moving everywhere and you were throwing shade left and right, up and down, like you didn't care. So a change of character, a change of intention, that's what we're seeing here in this particular interview, which is very interesting to analyse and examine. So I feel like Omar has understood and reciprocated the feedback that he's got, and it's negative. He's understood that he might be in the wrong, but he wasn't at that point of time. So I mean, social influence can be so powerful. So I don't want that type of Omar to continue, because I feel like it probably will in the room. It's very easy to fall prey under dominance, which is what a lot of people are doing, such as Esther, such as Omar. They're becoming part of the following group for Lucas, and I feel like it's disgusting. I don't know where Azariah was in that clip, but I'm happy that Reva had to split them up and nobody else had to do it. She had to get up because none of the boys were just watching. I don't understand what was going on. And you know, Bkchat saying everybody gets shushed, and Esther saying everybody gets shushed, and even Corey was saying everybody gets shushed as if it's okay to be shushed. Number one, that's a disrespect anyways. Number two, Lucas saying I shush everyone. how does that make it okay? How does that further support your point or your argument by saying I shush everyone? It shows you even more in the wrong, how even more of an undermining character you are to other people in your area. He really does make the environment very toxic when it becomes like this. It's this anger and temper that he has that can be very rude and senile when it comes to your colleagues, and it needs to stop, like, instantly.
I'm hearing what you're saying, but listen,
I'm not going to have anybody come here. I'm not going to come here.
We're going to get into this interview in detail, and we have Omar talking about with Reece Parkinson about how he does not know why he got into the altercation and why he's catching head loss.
The maddest part of it all is that for some dumb reason I got caught in the middle of it. Yeah. And I don't get why.
Why he's in the middle of it, he does not know why. He doesn't understand why. It's mainly because you were throwing shade heavily at him through points when Adrian was speaking and you were laughing along with Lucas. And with the extra footage, you see him holding onto Lucas, attempting to just joke with him, calm him down, whatever. But I don't know how you could do it just with someone who just physically attempted to threaten somebody else. They're clearly in the wrong, yet you're throwing shade and you're siding with them. Everybody will lock onto and understand why. So you've been following around this person like a little rabbit, and now you understand. Now you're confused and you don't know why. So now what we have here is we have a difference. We have number one where they're in the group, so your influence is at a high point, and we have him. Lucas is being rude, threatening, and Omar's on his side, throwing shade, being fine with him. You know, not understanding what he's doing wrong. He's not even attempting to comfort Adrian in a way that's saying, oh, you're right, you know, you are right, you stick up for yourself. No way at all. He was completely on Lucas's side, laughing with him, joking with him after Lucas has physically threatened someone. And now we have him here, and where he's having this interview and he's processed everything, and in between these two we have the feedback from the audience, everybody that's watched it. He's reassessed the situation in his head, he's gone over everything. That's the process, and now we have him here talking to Reece Parkinson, and he doesn't know why he's in the situation or in this debacle, why he's catching head loss.
When people are irritated, very agitated, like, you move. Like, if you're someone that speaks with your hands, you're going to move a lot. You're going to be very animated. That's not for someone to feel threatened by it or whatever.
This is what we call confusion, and this is because from one situation to another he doesn't realise what he was doing. So I advise you to understand, Omar, you shouldn't be sticking up for someone who's attempting to physically threaten somebody else, because to everybody else it will look bad and it will look horrible. So that's one thing that I should say to you in particular. I like Omar as a character, but when someone does wrong, regardless if I like them or not, I will call you out. Simple as that. Are you following and, you know, laughing with him and joking with him and being comfortable with him after he has physically threatened somebody else? It kind of shows that you agree with what he has said and that you have no remorse of the entire debacle of that situation. That's how it comes across. That might not be your intentions as a person, but you need to realise your intentions and how you come across can be very, very different. So overall, Adrian, hats off to Adrian. He stood up for himself. We didn't see the entire clip until now, and we see that throughout this entire clip he has carried himself with such strength and such honour in regards to somebody coming up to their face and saying, I will get active on you. I don't think Lucas expected that. That's another point that we need to make. Expectations are very different. Adrian has a very calm tone, he's soft spoken, you know, he's a bit humble, he's a bit smaller in size, a bit not the quieter one, but he might seem to be the quieter one. So Lucas might have seen him as an easier target. He came for him, attempt to come to his damn face, because we damn well know Lucas ain't going to Corey's face and saying I'll get active on you. We damn well know you're not going to Gogo's face or anybody else's, but we've seen him, he's a bit timid, small, easier target, easier expectations. He came for him, the expectations were very different. He didn't know that Adrian would backfire, and it did backfire in Lucas's face. And if anything, Lucas is getting more heat now than he has in any episode. I shush everybody, and then you have Esther, your main follower, running up saying, oh, he never said that. Well then, Esther, you really need to go and check your hearing. You really do. Let me know what you guys think about this particular extra footage and what you guys think of this entire problem, and then if you're a team Lucas, team Adrian, whatever team you are, and the role that instigators play, such as Omar, such as Esther, and, you know, hats off to Reva again for splitting that up because nobody else wanted to. Let me know what you guys think about this. Hit me up on my Snapchat, Instagram, my Twitter, and my website. Please subscribe as well, please, if you enjoy my commentary and my reviews. Let me know what you guys think about this entire problem, because it's actually quite interesting to analyse, examine when it comes to the different characters on this particular situation and what each of these characters play and what impact they have. So I feel like Omar is a bit confused because he does not know the impact that he had on that situation, that he made a bit worse. In, you know, we all caught it. The audience knows things. The audience can see more than what you guys are doing. You guys are talking in the kitchen. I understand things aren't planned. They're not rehearsed. You're just going to do it like that. But the audience will examine everything, and that's how it's just going to happen. That's how the show is. You consciously decide to go on the show. People will judge you. It is what it is. You have to just live with it. So I feel like they're not aware of the fact that people will see and judge everything. You know, when Adrian might Omar might not have even thought about him just shading Adrian and you by rolling his eyes and talking and giggling like little girls. Like, he might not even be aware of that. But hopefully he should be, and hopefully that behavior can stop. Do I think Omar's a bad guy? No, I do not. But he played a bad role in this situation, and he was he fueled it, I would say, as well, by attempting to be on sides. Not just him, Esther as well. Plenty of people, you know, they're not realizing the wrongness of what a person is doing. That is the main problem at hand. They're not realizing that somebody has physically threatened somebody else, and this is not the first time. So if you're constantly physically threatening someone, it's likely that you're going to do it. And then when you're going to do it, people will realize, and then they will also be blamed just as this person because they've been supporting them. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys soon.